Peter. This is the Peter on Health channel. This video is called Intermittent Fasting, Breakfast Number 2. So what you see here is a picture of a breakfast that I eat on usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And I have my breakfast typically, starting at like 10 a.m. So I've been intermittent fasting now for more than a couple years, and I do a 24 schedule, so I eat in a 4-hour window between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. typically, although this morning I did between 9 and 1, so I shift the window around. But it's a 4-hour window with, 20 hours of fasting. And again, I've mentioned in previous videos, the main reason I do intermittent fasting is something called autophagy or autophagy, basically house cleaning of my cells, cleaning up the dead debris. And I guess as we get older, that becomes really, really important. Anyway, this video is about like what's in my breakfast. You might call it a sort of keto-ish breakfast, and this is the breakfast half eaten. It's kind of like archaeological. You could see the different layers. Yogurt at the bottom. There's something here, and then it's kind of gooey, and then it's just some fruit, and then nuts, and you can't quite see the honey, but the honey's dripped down in there. So why don't we actually look and see what exactly is in that bowl? Whole fat yogurt. Do not want, so that's kind of keto-ish. It's a fat-based, kind of fat and protein, I guess, centric breakfast. Whole fat yogurt, so you get the fat in there, saturated fat, and you get some good protein. Then there's this is einkorn wheat berries, einkorn, and I'll do a whole other video on einkorn wheat. But basically, modern bread raises my glucose and makes me fat like it does most people. Einkorn does not. Modern wheat constipates me. Einkorn actually makes me go in a nice, healthy way. So it's a whole different species of plant. Then there's flax seeds, which are omega-3 fatty acids and fiber. And there's tons of fiber in this, the einkorn seeds. But then cinnamon, then coconut oil, which is a medium chain fatty acid, and sunflower seeds. Actually, it was reversed order. Then on top of all that, I will put fruit, and that's how the breakfast varies. This morning I had blueberries and banana, you can see, but I have usually some berries or fruit I'm picking from our trees. And then I put raw nuts, typically walnuts and almonds. And then over all of that, I slather oodles and oodles of honey. And I've taken tests before with my finger, and honey does not raise my glucose. Normal sugar does. Honey, I can eat gobs of it, and it doesn't do a damn thing to my glucose. And so I do a little processing of some of the things. Here's the einkorn berries in a flaker. So I flake them. I don't cook them, I just flake them. So they're now flakes, and they'll kind of meld in with the other stuff I'm doing. I have a grinder that I use to grind the flax seeds. And then with the coconut oil, I take scoops and scoops. I don't know how many tablespoons that is, 5 to 10 of them, I guess. It's a lot. Enough that when I warm it up, it almost fills this little bowl of the coconut oil, which I, pour over the bowl. And then, like I said, I slather it with honey. And in this, there's lots of different fats. To me, they're all super healthy fats. There's a protein in the nuts, protein in the einkorn, and protein in the yogurt, and lots of fiber. And that bowl typically fills me up. And if it doesn't, then I'll have some extra healthy stuff. But this is the sort of the core of my breakfast number 2.